Hey, we're trying to do an experiment here today. I'm going to try and invite Noemi on. I tried to invite her ahead of time, but for some reason it just wouldn't let me do it. Kept making my keyboard disappear. So, let's see. I'm going to see if I can get her to request. This works. So we want to start doing some live stuff here, maybe, once every other week, and come on and talk about different things, and maybe eventually have some guests come on with us. We did this really cool, like 5-hour live one Saturday here in the shop a couple of weeks back, and we just had so much fun with it that we decided we should do stuff like that kind of on a regular basis. And maybe not for 5 hours at a time, but it was fun. And then perhaps share it to YouTube or a podcast, something like that. So I'm just waiting to see if this is going to work. So if Noemi is watching, or if she got the notification of the live, just go ahead and request to join. I'm not sure. Hey, Krista, how are you? Yeah, that live last time was was pretty cool. Still trying to get the hang of. I tried to invite Noemi ahead of time, but for some reason it just wouldn't bring up my keyboard, and then just real weird. So we'll see if she can request to join. Let's see if we can do it this way. Oh, so Krista, what's up with you? How are things? Resting? Yeah, resting's good. I don't know what the weather's like down in Florida, but here it's a gloomy, rainy day. So, hopefully we'll get some people in that just, even if it's just for like a nice cup of tea and a chat, to come in out of the gloomy. It's been kind of stormy this last week. But so while I'm waiting on Noemi to see if she can kind of get on here with us, we have some cool stuff coming up. We have, what do we have? Akashic Records this weekend. We have Spinning with Intention this Friday. If you've ever been curious about how string or yarn gets made, and how to add more intention into what you're making, how to, this is a great workshop. Oh, good. I'm glad you stayed home then. Rest up. You got to take care of you. The Akashic Records is going to be Saturday. So that's going to be amazing. Sunday, I'm going to Gettysburg. I'm going to check out a couple of shops up that way. And also there's an elephant museum that I need to see. So I'm going to do that on Sunday. And then Monday I'll rest. All right, Noemi is trying to get on, wants to join you on video. Yes. Accept. Add. Let's see if this works. Yeah, Gettysburg is pretty cool. You know, it's got a lot of energy. It's got a lot of history, you know, and so of course that's going to add to the energy. All right, something's happening. My screen just split. Is this going to work?
Yes.
Yay!
I think you did.
Sweet. So now they can see the top half of both of us.
Yes. Well, I had to readjust a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But
so I'm in the,
I do
I'm
have
in
amazing
the healing room. Yeah.
Oh, I see the orange, so I figured that's where you were at. The chair, I think it is. But
Yep.
guess what? I learned how to upload these videos to YouTube.
Sweet.
Yay!
Yeah. So that's going to be fun because then we can do like whatever antics we get up to and then load it onto YouTube.
Yep.
And then once we get enough subscribers, we
that
can
would
actually do
essentially,
lives and stuff on there too.
yeah, that'll be. I think it's like 1,000, and once we hit 1,000, we can
Yeah.
actually do the live right from YouTube. But I kind of think I
Right.
like this Facebook thing because then it gives them
Yeah.
a chance to interact with us and whatnot, rather than pulling them
Absolutely.
over and forcing them to be on YouTube. I like
Yep.
YouTube as a reason when they don't have the time at the moment to be. Because now,
Right.
what time is it? I don't even have. But right afternoon, I guess. Hi.
Yeah.
And most people
Yeah.
are probably at work at
12,
lunch.
18.
Yeah. Yes. See,
Yeah.
most people
But
right now are
you know, it's
probably at
good
lunch
that
at work.
yeah. 8 new comments.
Ah.
Oh, it's not showing me the comments. All right. So
That's going to be a
yeah.
nightmare trying to catch up on comments.
I know. I'm like, I can't see them. Wait, no, I do. Okay.
I like the bottom half. Right. Now, are you on your screen? Are you on the top or on the bottom? That sounds kinky.
I'm on my screen. I'm on the top.
Okay, I'm on the bottom on mine. that definitely sounded kinky. It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, well, you know, that's how we roll around here sometimes. You should have been here last night for Witches, Wine, and Whatever. The conversation
How'd that go?
Went places. It was awesome. So I didn't know if anybody was going to actually show up because like nobody really responded going on the event. But I was like, you know, whatever. I'm just going to be here, and if people show up, they show up. It's cool. And like people showed up. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us. And we talked about all kinds of stuff. Yeah, so it was a good time.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what Wednesday Witches is. It's supposed to just show up, relax, you know, some mute down. If it hadn't been for my truck, okay, my truck's brake line broke. Remember I told you when we had lunch on Monday. So
yeah,
so Dwayne has a really busy week, and Thursdays are miserable for him, and then Fridays and Saturdays it's unpredictable. So last night he's like, I'm going to try to fix it. I'm like, you know, you're better off maybe just leaving it and working on the weekend. He's like, no, I got it done. What's he do? I have another leak now, and the first one didn't get fixed. So I'm literally stuck at the camper today.
Aw.
Yeah. It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't raining.
Yeah, it's just a rainy, gloomy day. But, you know, Krista says she can't wait to come visit us one day.
I'm sitting at my dinette. There's one wall, refrigerator, sink and stove, and my bedroom right there. These are my 4 walls for the day.
Yeah. But you do have the option of going outside and dancing in the rain. Just saying.
I do. That is nice. You know what else it is?
I mean, I suppose I could too, but I'm downtown, so not as fun.
You might have a problem with that one.
Yeah.
But I've learned something. I've always been a big advocate of having less to tie you down, having less to organize and clean and drawing away from your focus. Literally being here, I've been here since I think like Friday night I got here. Friday or Saturday, something like that. And I've actually had time to do things I enjoy, because guess what? It doesn't take a whole lot of time to clean this place. I've made quick dinners. I clean up, and then I have time to do some journaling. I had time to read. I sat here. I had time to sit by a fire the other night. You know, so I'm able to get back into what I love and I enjoy, because I'm not bogged down by having to. Yeah. I mean, we really, in reality.
Yeah. Our environment is a reflection of what's going on in our head. And so, like, when I'm at home in my house, I'm in desperate need of a purge. There's so much clutter that it's like analysis paralysis. I don't know. It just is so daunting of a task.
You don't know where to start.
That I can't start. So when I'm in a space that's clean and orderly, like somebody put it to me and it made so much sense. They said, you need a clean and orderly space in order to function, but you can't make your space clean and orderly. And I'm like, yeah, I need help. And somebody help me.
Yeah. I wish it was like a red and a blue pill.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Adrian's getting a dumpster.
Adrian, you're getting a dumpster next week? Can you bring it to my house?
You know what? That would be an ideal company name. Like, I don't know, dumpsters for housewives or dumpsters for females.
Right.
Yeah. I only gear my little niche would be just overwhelmed females. So I know I am. The other day, I was packing to come to the camper, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to bring with me.
Yeah.
And you know what I ended up grabbing? I grabbed clothes and craft items and the things I loved. Reading my books, lots of pens and markers and junk food. All the things that make me happy. I got some good food too, but mostly junk food. But they're all the things that I want to do. And that's what was important to me. I don't remember grabbing a broom. I didn't grab a broom. When I got here, I'm like, I really need to sweep. I don't have a broom.
Whoops.
So we see where the priorities are.
Right. Because cleaning is never like the top of my list of things that I want to do. Yeah,
exactly.
Craft items and junk food. I'm there.
I mean, literally, that's what I have right here. Draw, doodle, and design, my little book. And I have everything like right there. Of course I brought my Cricut. Hello.
Yeah. Awesome. I'll have to, I might take you up on that, Adrian.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll let you know. I do have my truck, a full-size truck, that if we ever have to load it up and take it to the dump, we can do that ourselves too.
True. That's awesome.
And you know, what's really sad about that is that I could do it for myself too, but I haven't. I don't know why.
I don't know why it's easier to help somebody else. Like, if I were to walk in somebody else's home and it's all cluttered and they wanted help, I'd be like, okay, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of that. But I can't do it with my own stuff.
Yes. It was hard.
I don't know.
It was hard.
So I'm probably going to have people come over and be like, you know, help me with this. Because every time I feel like, and I don't know, you know, but I feel like every time I get rid of something because I haven't used it in a while, I wind up then needing it like the next week. And I'm like, son of a, So
yeah,
I need, you know, friends who aren't afraid to say, no, have you used this in a year? No, get rid of it. Like, have you even looked in this box?
Well, you know,
no, get rid of it. You know?
I have that kind of honesty.
Oh my God. Adrian says she needs that service next weekend. Adrian, you're going to do a purge too?
Let me get up now. Jeez. Why does it say 11 comments and I only had one? Um, it's funny. You just said about needing that friend that tells you, but a lot of people that are joining the live right now don't know. Jen and I met a while ago at another Jen's event. And by the way, the other Jen's such a baby doll. I love her.
Yeah.
Pro Cup. And when I first met Jen, this one, I didn't like her. And we just recently had this discussion.
Unheard of.
She just irked me to no end because of the way she was. And there's a point, I mean, it ends up being back at shadow work. Everything leads back to shadow work. God damn it. But I was like, I'm not going to stop interacting with this person because I want to know why. Because there's always a why. And so that's exactly what I did. And come to find out, Jen is what I am not. Jen sees the positivity in people. Jen sees the good in people. Jen sees the opportunity in people. And I, on the other hand, see you don't want to? Take a walk. There's a door. I can't tolerate it. So we are kind of like the yin and yang. We are on opposite ends of the spectrum, sort of balancing each other out. And when I finally decided, maybe she should know, I told her. And it was in a chat. I typed it out. And then there was this awkward silence in chat. And I'm sure on the other end, she was probably thinking like, what? Here we are. But it led back to shadow work. It really did, as far as finding out why it is that I didn't like her. And it came out to be that although I love seeing the good in people, I love seeing the goodness in humanity, I can't see it when the person isn't trying to. I give up. You aren't going to do it. Mm-hmm. I can't cut them off. On the other hand, she is the one bound and keep trying to encourage and keep trying to motivate. And I won't. That, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, I want to help everybody, but like I have learned over time that it's a wasted effort to chase people to help them. If they want it, mm-hmm. they'll come when you offer. Like, I learned a lesson when I made my husband was complaining a lot about aches and pains and whatnot, and I would always offer him help, and he would always say, oh, no, and I would say, fine, sit there and be in pain. Like, okay, whatever, that doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. And finally one day I was like, I've had enough, get on the table. And I made him get on the Reiki table, and I did a bunch of energy work on him. I used the tuning forks, like all of these things. And at the end of it, he's like, I was like, do you feel any better? He's like, oh, maybe a little bit, and I was just like, what the hell? So I went inward. And I talked to my spirit guys, and they were like, you cannot make somebody want it. Mm-hmm. If they're not ready to heal, they're not ready to heal. You did what you could. You gave your energy. You channeled energy from the universe. If they don't accept it, it's on them. Mm-hmm. It's not,
that's you
did what you were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I can offer, and but if they don't want it, if they're not ready for it, that's on them.
Yeah, but on my end, I get the whole they're not ready for it, but then they bitch and moan the whole time, and you're like,
that's a boundary issue. That's a boundary issue. I have had friends in the past where they complain. This one particular friend would always complain about a knee problem that he had, and it was fixable. They could have done a minor surgical procedure and fixed it, and he just didn't want to do it. And I said, well, is it that you're afraid of having surgery? Because I'll come with you. I'll hold your hand. Like, what do you need? No, I just don't want to do it. I was like, all right, so here's the deal. Don't ever complain to me again about the pain in your knee if you're not willing to do anything to fix it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know what's funny? My husband
So
is the same
anytime he would
way.
open his mouth
For
to
a
say
long
something
time.
about his knee hurting, I would say, zip it.
My husband's the same way. I finally got to the point where I don't hear you're complaining. I don't. If you're not going to do anything, I mean, I have heating pads, I have muscle rubs because he has bad knees from doing roofing work. I have the heating pads, the ice packs. I've got the ibuprofen. I do the energy work. I mean, he had alternatives, and he just didn't. And I would say
Mm-hmm.
these, and then I just started ignoring him. He would say, "Wow, my knee's really hurting." I'd say, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" He
Yep.
finally got the hint.
Well, no. So now I just when my husband does that to me, I complaining about something, and I offer him solutions, and he doesn't take them. I go, fine, sit there and be in pain. And then he goes, well, if you're going to put it that way.
Exactly. Yeah, they get the hint. Speaking of pain, I was at the thrift store yesterday, and I found this thing called Light Stim for pain,
Okay.
and
Yep.
it was $7.99. Yay! I love it.
Nice.
But I looked
I also
online,
have
and these things are
a
like
Healy.
$250.
Yeah,
What
that's
was that?
crazy. That's crazy. I
Yeah.
have a
But
Healy
look,
device that does the kind of like a TENS. Oh, that's neat.
yeah, it's got infrared, it's got um ultraviolet, and it's got a bunch of light sources
Okay.
that make it so that you're getting this intense heating, like it almost like a heating pad, but with light. And
Uh,
it's, I
oh
guess, like a
man.
color therapy.
Yes. I would just because crystals. I would get like a big chunk of quartz and like
Oh my
focus
God,
that
I
light
mean,
through the quartz.
yeah. I mean, I know it works because yesterday I still suffer from that mud run pain that I did to my heel spur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still struggle with it. Um, so yesterday I put it literally on the heel of my foot, and I left it there a little bit, kind of worked it in, kind of like a massaging one, and it worked. It was great. Yes, Krista, I highly recommend this thing. I'm sure there's cheaper options, but this, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
for $8, I wasn't going to pass it up. I
Yeah.
love it. I absolutely love
Some
it.
of the Planet Fitnesses have not ultraviolet, but infrared light, like a chamber
Yeah.
where you step in, um, and the floor vibrates, so you're getting kind of like it's neat.
Wow. Yeah, see, this one has the ultraviolet, the infrared, the LED. It has like all the different ones all together. So I was like, wow. And then it made me think of, remember the BO festival that you had? The lady that was doing
Mm-hmm.
the color therapies? It
Yeah,
reminded me kind
Katie.
of like that. Okay.
Yeah, she did a session on me, and it was like kind of like a short impromptu session. And during the session, she said, "Are you having trouble sleeping?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I do sometimes, have trouble sleeping. I don't sleep for very long. Like I can get to sleep, I just have a hard time staying asleep." And so she did a few things with the tool. It's a color
Mm-hmm.
puncture. It's like focused light through these crystal things that are
Uh-huh.
fascinating. But so she did a few things, and then that night I slept for over 9 hours, and then took a 2-hour nap in the middle of the day. I was like, okay, all
Wow.
right,
That's
definitely
pretty cool.
doing that again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely awesome. As a matter of fact, wonder I wonder if we would be, if it's only two people that we can invite to these things, because then we would actually be able to have guests, bring in someone like Katie on to describe and
I
explain what this is.
don't know. Like, so my
It would,
phone was just being weird. Like I was trying to invite, and like they have a drop down list of people, but your page wasn't on the list, so I'm going to type it in, and every time I went to hit the keyboard thing, it kept disappearing on me. Like it wouldn't stay so that I could actually type. So I was
yeah,
like, okay, I'll just, so I don't know how that works. If somebody else were to request to join, if it would split the screen 3 ways, because that would be pretty cool. Adrian says, I love red light therapy. Yeah, I bet it does feel nice on the back. Adrian, request to join the live and see what happens.
Yeah, Adrian, get on here. See if it works. Be our guinea pig. I give up on this thing.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Okay. I was trying to figure out how to invite more, but it won't let me. I'll keep playing with it. But at least, I mean, this is a progress. It really is. And it's our way of getting out there. I guess.
And if anything, you can invite somebody to come to the shop or come to your place and just sit with you. She says,
yeah,
I'm not sure how, and I'm still in my pajamas. Let's see.
Girl,
Except
I got dressed this morning. I wanted to be outside. And I go out, and I had one chair underneath an umbrella because I knew I wanted to be able to sit outside. So I thought I'd keep the umbrella dry.
Oh, there we go.
You did?
Yeah. And I can join with audio only.
Yay!
So no one sees my
sweet.
bed head.
Oh, that's cool. That rocks.
I love this.
That rocks. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Adrian, for being our pick.
Awesome.
I put the chair out.
All right.
I'll be your guinea pig anytime. See ya.
As long as zucchini anymore. Or cucumbers. No cucumbers.
So, we lost her. Yeah. All right. Everybody is starting to break up a little bit, so I'm going to hop off. And this was really cool, and we got to do it again soon. So we'll pick a day and a time and whatever, and we'll announce it ahead of time so that people can plan for it.
Yeah, and we'll try to keep it on a steady schedule so that we have like they know that
consistency,
whatever time, XYZ time, kind of like a Jerry Springer show. It's on it weekdays.
Yeah.
We'll be, what's that one for women that sit around a half a table over? I can't remember. The View. All right, so you go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm going to keep going. I'm glad we got this figured out.
Like every other word.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, we'll have to work on signal strength, making sure we have enough signal strength.
Yeah. All right. To whoever is watching, whoever sees this after the fact, I love you. Have a wonderful day. If you're bored, come hang out with me, have a cup of tea and a chat.
Yep, I'm over here near New Berlin, so let me know if you need me. I'm available during the day for readings as well as she is for readings in Reiki in Milton. I'm down on this end near New Berlin, Mifflinburg area, so take care of yourselves. Love you.